God and His kingdom and our desire for heaven must outweigh anything or anyone else.
A year like no other, 2020 was unprecedentedly full of ironies for the ICOC Philippine family of churches. It was a year full of challenges and victories, a year of isolation and unity, a year of sad endings and happy beginnings.
In January 2020, 2 months before the COVID-19 hit the country, the whole nation was taken by surprise when the Taal volcano in southern Luzon erupted. Ashfall reached Metro Manila and people started wearing masks. It was a premonition of what was bound to happen. In mid-March 2020, the threat of COVID-19 took over and affected over 400,000 individuals and claimed over 9,000 lives by the end of 2020. The Philippine government has put the country on one of the longest quarantine around the world from the 15th of March 2020 to date. In November 2020, just as the economy was starting to recover, we were hit by strong typhoons that caused destruction of crops and properties, and immense flooding in Luzon and Metro Manila. On top of these, 2 strong earthquakes were felt in Luzon and in Mindanao in December 2020.
It was indeed a challenging year as businesses closed down, jobs were lost, and a lot of people struggled financially. But despite the challenges last year, the disciples remained faithful and steadfast. The Philippine Leadership Council, in coordination with the ICOC Media Ministry, started hosting online Sunday worship services via Facebook and YouTube. Inspiring speakers from here and abroad started streaming faith-building messages right at the comfort of our homes. Soon, all meetings of the body, from midweek devotionals to Bible studies, group dates, group quiet times, discipling times, children's ministry, and other ministry-specific classes, Bible talks, and important celebrations were all held online. Even the disciples in the seniors ministry had successfully equipped themselves with the latest technology so they can encourage one another and participate in group meetings and discussions. The new normal pushed the disciples not only to survive, but to thrive. Despite their busy schedules combating COVID-19 and other diseases, the medical frontliner disciples got together and organized the ICOC PH Medical Service Team, which aims to assist disciples who may be experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 and to safeguard the safety of the members of the church through implementation of standard health and safety protocols and guidelines across all ICOC churches in the Philippines. Aside from medical assistance, the church also met the needs of the affected disciples through the COVID-19 and Hope Worldwide Fund and donation drives. Some disciples from their own pockets and initiatives also reached out and helped the disciples in need. Notably in ICOC Albay, after the strong typhoons lambasted the region, the disciples set their hearts to help, serving close to 1,000 severely affected families in Albay and Catanduanes. Each calamity gave an opportunity for every disciple to help and to be more like Jesus despite the hardships. In 2020, growth became inevitable. Time was handed to the disciples like a golden opportunity to strengthen themselves and to reach out and study the Bible with their families and friends wherever they are. As teacher Roland Monje put it, 2020 became a bounce-back year for many churches.
I am so proud of our church. Despite the ongoing pandemic and many other challenges, we have charged forward with a lot of zeal.
as we saw 262 baptisms and 48 restorations throughout the ICOC Philippine family of churches. Significantly, for ICOC General Santos in Mindanao, the disciples prayed for every discipleship group to be fruitful in 2020. And God made that happen. With a goal to plant a church in every province in the Bicol region, the disciples from ICOC Albay saw the birth of the Catanduanes ministry by baptizing 2 disciples there, and the Masbate ministry, which started with the restoration of a former brother from ICOC Albay, and after a former pastor studied the Bible along with 11 others. Now there is a total of 15 disciples in Masbate. Likewise, the prisons ministry in Cebu flourished amidst the pandemic and has grown to 30 inmate disciples to date. The disciples have never been more connected in 2020 than before the pandemic. 2020 has paved the way to pursue and maintain not only deeper connections within the ICOC Philippine family of churches, but also with other churches outside the country as well. We valued getting closer to God by getting strength through these activities and signing up for training with APLA. Interestingly, as the courses offered by the APLA started to be held online through the Zoom platform, its number of attendees also reached a new record high in 2020. Finally, while 2020 saw the passing away of highly esteemed missionaries and faithful disciples, it also marked new beginnings for new dating and newly engaged couples, and for married disciples who welcomed their newborn babies. Love amidst the pandemic was highlighted by a senior brother and mega mom sister who became dating and engaged in 2020. With all the toughening and lessons we learned in 2020, let us aim to be stronger in 2021. And let us all be thankful that we have a God who is able to make us strong and victorious in 2021. To God be all the glory.